G'day all. I just got back from the advanced screening of Gladiator 2, and I thought I would just share some spoiler-free, quick thoughts. This won't be long, but I just thought I would quickly put it out there. So, I didn't like the film. I'm not saying it's a bad film. You know, I've definitely seen my fair share of crap, but I just didn't think it was good. You know, like I felt that the script was decent. It wasn't awful. Like I could see the story they wanted to tell. I just don't think they told it very well. I think the dialogue was very poor. I think some of the editing choices in certain scenes it just felt very disjointed to me. I really didn't like the. I loved the combat. I didn't like that the story felt so forced. And when I say forced, I mean it reminded me of like what I said when I came out of the cinema was it's like the Disney Star Wars of Gladiator films. Like it just all flash, no substance, a lot of member berries, and it relied heavily on the script that was already written for a previous film. You know, like The Force Awakens just reminded me so much of A New Hope. I'm not saying that it was a direct copy for copy, but there was just so many elements taken from it. And that's what I felt with this film too. Like I'm watching it and going, this is just Gladiator 1 but done worse, you know. So I really wanted to enjoy it. I hadn't seen the first movie in about 23 years. And I was originally going to watch it before seeing this one again. But I chose not to because I thought to myself, well, look, I want to give this movie a fair shake. And if I see the first one again before I go in, I'm going to have like my expectations this high. So I thought, let's just go in fresh. I remember the basic story of the first one. And I thought, all right, so let's just go in, give this movie the most fair shake that we possibly can. And the only thing that I really went in not super psyched about was I didn't like the rap music in the trailer. If it was rap music, hip hop, I don't know, but I just didn't like the music they had chosen for the trailer, and I wasn't sure if that music was going to be in the film. It's not. They've got that classic orchestral style music, which was great. I did enjoy it, but there was also certain scenes where I felt the music was like off. Like I was like, it felt like some scenes felt like it was trying to elicit an emotion out of me rather than allowing me to feel the emotion. And therefore, because it felt so manufactured, I just didn't feel any emotion in the moment. I was like, no, I know what you're trying to get me to do. It's manipulative. I'm not doing it. I'm not feeling anything in this moment. And then there were other moments, very few, but there was a few moments where I just felt like the music didn't make sense to the scene. I was like, wait, what's happening right now? So, yeah, look, I would personally give the film like a 5 or 6 out of 10. Like it's just an aggressively average film. There was nothing horrendous. We're not looking at like a 4 or, you know, I'd say that kind of reviews for like, or that kind of rating for like your Sharknadoes, which don't get me wrong, I know that you can still enjoy, but in terms of a story, plot, acting, you know, that's what gives a good review to me, a good like rating. This film was just incredibly aggressively average. There's just no other way to put it. I really didn't think it was great. I didn't think it was awful. I just didn't really like it. I found that it was about an hour into the movie, I had found that I started thinking, where am I up to in Skyrim again? What was the quest I was just doing? What have I got to do when I get home? And then I was thinking about it for about 30 seconds, and then I kind of went, wait a minute, I'm actually thinking about a video game. I haven't thought about a video game or something else external whilst in the movie in a long time. And that's when I was like, okay, I don't think I'm enjoying this film. Like if I'm actively thinking about what's going on out there whilst in here, that's not a great sign. So I don't want to give any spoilers away because I do think that I think it's going to make a lot of money, and I do think it's worth seeing, because I do think that a lot of people are going to enjoy the film. You know, I just said to my buddies, because they all asked, hey, what do you think? You know, is it worth seeing? And I said to them, I didn't like it, but it doesn't mean that you won't. I've got a very specific tier list of what's important to me. and special effects are not, combat isn't, or big fighting scenes aren't, CGI is not. For me, what really makes a solid movie is the story, the way that it's told, the acting, whether the actors are able to elicit emotion out of me. And I didn't feel like the movie ticked those boxes for me. So like for me, a perfect example is the first film. One of the reasons I haven't seen it in 20 odd years is that every single frame of that movie is like still right here. I can still remember that movie as clear as day, right down to the music cues. And I usually rewatch films when I've gotten to the point of going, I really love that film, but I can't really remember it too well. Time for a rewatch. But if I really remember a film clearly, I don't often rewatch it. And Gladiator, it just stuck. It was just such a good movie. And I still remember the music cues in that film. And I can still feel the emotion just thinking about the music. I'm still able to go, oh, that was when this thing happened. Oh, wow, that's so powerful. I'm really feeling that. So, yeah, so for me, it didn't tick my boxes. Script, story, acting. And I'm not saying the acting was bad. I actually think the acting was really good for what they were given. That's a big thing. You could have a really crappy script, but the people could act the crap out of that script. So I honestly didn't think the acting was bad. It was just that the story and the script to me wasn't great, that I wasn't able to enjoy the acting. I wasn't able to feel the emotion that they were feeling. I wasn't able to feel angry when they were angry, or sad when they were sad, or happy when they were happy, or I just wasn't able to feel any of that. So yeah, look, to me, aggressively average. If you guys go to see it, let me know what you think. I hope that you guys enjoy it. I never want anyone to go out and not enjoy something. I really, media is so enjoyable. I love movies. I love TV. I love video games. I love the stories that people create for us to enjoy. I never want to go out there to hate something, and I don't want other people to either. My goal is always to find joy or entertainment out of something. So if you guys find joy and entertainment out of this, please let me know. Maybe you're able to explain something to me in a way that I didn't see it, but as far as I'm concerned, in terms of what I experienced, it wasn't a great experience outside of I was happy to be at the cinemas and experiencing something new. So anyway, that's it for this. Let me know what you guys think in the comment. Catch you next time.